Hey everybody. Hey, if you've already seen the intro on these videos, just go ahead and skip to 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Guys, hey, welcome. Hey, name is BJ. I am from Texas. I'm a truck driver, owner operator, and and I just want to kind of give you a breakdown as to what this video what my channel is about. Um, so I I've been trading for about 6 years, off and on, and I'm taking it serious. I've been recently taking it serious, learning the price a strategy called price action strategy, which is a strategy that all traders or all actual career traders use. Um, it's the proven strategy that there's not too many videos on. I believe there's more videos on it when it comes to trading, regular trading. This is binary options. When it comes to binary options, you see a lot of gimmicky YouTube videos regarding it, and I really don't care for those because they don't really teach you anything. So this one here, this channel is dedicated to actually showing real life trading. I'm going to be documenting all my trades every day. I start trading about 6 in the morning. I try to finish around 12 noon if possible, but sometimes I can finish earlier. Um, and pretty much using price action, and pretty much while I'm trading, I'm going to be walking everybody through what I'm doing, why I traded that way. So it's like a tutorial. At the same time, it's I'm actually going to be making money from this. This is the only reason that I'm trying to do that I'm putting this on YouTube is so that, well, the main, I got a couple reasons, but the main reason is so that I can document my trades. I can look back on these videos and see my progress. Forgive me, my throat is a little bit sore. I'm getting over a cold, but just wanted to, I guess, introduce myself to you. Happy that you're here. Hopefully, you stay for the journey. I am currently trading on on the real account, and I have a certain technique that is pretty unique when it comes to money management. Um, so you can stick around and learn that. And yeah, um, again, I'm not selling anything. There's no, I'm not trying to get you to join a Discord channel or what's it called, Telegram's channel, or I'm not promoting this platform. So this platform, I'm not going to say the name of the platform, but it's, if you have delved into any type of binary options, this platform. It's the only platform really that's available. I think there's another one that's available, but this one is the main one. It starts with P. The first word starts with P. The second word starts with O. You can get it on, you can get it on your Play Store or your, iPhone store. Don't know what that one's called, but pretty much, um, I am, just trying to um, make sure that I record everything, and I'm going to be comparing because this platform, there's a lot of mixed reviews on it. Some people say that it's a legit platform. Some people say that's a scam. So I'm here to prove that as well. Um, I have lost a lot of money on this platform, but I chalk that up to me following people that don't really have my best interest in mind. And as well as uh, not knowing what I was doing, not really knowing what I was doing. I know a lot more of what I'm doing now, especially with this price action strategy. It really works, and it's logical. So so yeah. uh, what else I can tell you about me? Uh, um, I can honestly tell you that I'm not uh I'm not you're not going to hear anything, any type of commercial or anything from me when it comes to this channel. This channel is strictly I'm gonna be trading, and that's it. It's going to be done all from my phone, and so that it can you can I'll be able to show people that you can do this from your phone as well. Um, and it's pretty much going to be this. I'm pretty much recording my screen, and I'm gonna try to do it where I don't edit too much, and go through it. I mean, sometimes I might cut it off if I need to work, because I am a truck driver, so I can't. I try to do this early in the morning before I get started with my day. I try to, I try if I can, I'll try to finish around 9 o'clock, from 6 to 9. If it's a good day. Sometimes it's not so good of a day, and it goes over, and I have to do it on my breaks and stuff. So, but yeah, as far as the platform goes, from what I've seen so far, it is pretty legit. It's not right with the actual market. Like, if you go to, there's an app called TradingView. If you go there, you install that app, you can see the actual um, market price for in any pair that you're in. Because I do, with binary options, I usually just do the pairs, the currency pairs. So you can go there, look at the currency pair that you're trading in with and be able to compare it, right? And from what I see, from what I can tell, it's about 10 points off. So, like, right here, like, you see this area right here that I'm pointing at, right here, circling it. That is the price, the current price, and you see it's fluctuating between 747, 448, 49, 66. Okay, so the very last number on the right side is called a pip or a point. So it's about 10 points lagging behind, from what I see. Either lagging behind or in front of it. So the way I'd interpret that is they can, and it's always 10 points, or 10 or less. It's usually never more than 10 points. So that kind of tells me that that's the window that you can that they have to work with. That's how I interpret it. The window that they have to work with, to where if there's a last minute trade that you're trying to win, and you're like 2 or 3 pips from winning it, they have the power to you know to push it out of your favor, to where you end up losing by 1 or 2 points. They have that power. I don't know if they actually execute that power, but I'm not going to take any chances with it. So what I do is I trade longer trades. 5 minutes is the shortest I do, but I don't do too many 5 minute trades. My bread and butter is 15-minute to 20-minute trades. So yeah, just wanted to kind of um, let you know about that, and don't want to spend too much time. We can go ahead and get into it. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm about. Okay, so hopefully you guys stick around, and we can learn together. um, and you know, and learn together and do well. This is, I think, I am optimistic that I'll be making. I'll do pretty good on this one. I'm using it as an extra stream of income. I'm not trying to get rich fast. I'm just trying to grow the account about 5% every day, if possible. And anything extra, I transfer to um, there's a Forex account here that you can transfer it to. So you see, I have $253 in my Forex account right now. So yeah, any wins over 5% would go there, and then on Friday, this here would be my take-home pay, pretty much my paycheck on Friday, minus 20%. I'll keep 20% in here for next Monday. So so yeah, that's it. You'll learn more about everything on the video. All right, I'll talk to you.
Hey guys, hey, I had got a late start in recording. I apologize on that. I I've already put in a primary or two primaries, and I haven't even checked to see if I won them yet. But I know I at least won one of them, but I don't think I probably didn't win the other. Let's see. Okay, so I won those two primaries, so that's good to hear. How much did I win by? 67 points on one and 76 points on the other. All right, so these two primaries were, and I wish I had been able to catch you earlier to show what I did. Pretty much, I mean, it was a reversal. Let me see where it was at. It was on Euro CHF. Euro CHF is where, right here. Yeah, pretty much it was there. I put it in right when it, well, no, it was like up here somewhere. The first one and the second one was like up here. Excuse me. For it to go back down, and yeah, it's been, it did this little curve and then it came back down. So I mean, I just won them about about not even that long ago, a minute ago, maybe a minute two ago. I think while I was recording, they came through, but I just didn't have my eyes on them. So that's good to that's good starting point. I mean, that was my first primary, and then I won that additional secondary as well. Started off with $1,000. I try to start off with $1,000 every day. Yesterday was a losing day for me, so I added the money from the reserves account to it, make it $1,000. And yeah, so now we'll see what happens for today. I think today will be better. So now we're just trying to find. I got all my setups in already, so just trying to find some places. I have about 11 pairs I'm working with. 11 pairs I favorited, but 5 of them are only in the 70% and higher range. The other 5 seem to, just be in that lower range. But obviously, they can jump up into the higher range. So we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so we really can't do anything here anymore. Yeah, as far as a primary trade, we can't do anything here. So let's just keep going. Okay, we have good. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Very good. All right, and let's see. It's been going back up. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a primary trade here for maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, about 15 minutes. Okay, and she's already coming back. Let's see if it what happens. Maybe it'll give me another. It'll stay down a little bit because obviously the best price point I can get, the better. I'm looking at the other ones. That one stayed down for a while, 5, 10, before it started going back up. That one stayed 15 minutes. I would say 15 minutes would be good, and it's giving me a good one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in right here. Oh man, no, I didn't want to do that. So it's my secondary, one of my secondaries. Put a primary in if I can get a better. I got a better one. So. All right, so it's my second primary I'm putting in, and yeah, I mean it looks good. It's it's a it busted through here, and then it stayed under for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes before it started going back up out of there. But yeah, so that was 20 minutes there. Then it busted through here and stayed up 5, 10, and then 15 minutes was up here. Busted through here a little bit. Then it went 5, 10, and 15 minutes. It was up out of there, and then it hit here, touched here, and then it went right back up. Right, 15 minutes. It was up here. It hit here. Then it went up 5, 15 minutes. It was up there, and then now it's hitting here again. Okay, and I don't think that this is going to break out because it's not. It hasn't given an indication that it would break out based off of the what's been going on. There's no higher high when it comes to the highs on this, um, or a higher low. Like it's been giving the same signs of going up. I wish I could maybe show you what I mean when I say that. The peaks, like the peak is here. There's a peak here. Then there's a valley here, and then the next peak is here. And then it went down a little bit. Then the next peak is here, and then it went down a little bit. The next peak is here. So like it keeps on going. It's showing higher peaks every time, which is an indicator of an uptrend. So that tells me that this should continue the uptrend. It shouldn't. It shouldn't do a breakaway. A breakout. It should continue on the uptrend. It's probably going to be up here by the time this trade ends, which is great because that means it's a really good prediction. All right, so let's go. We have 4 trades in already. I wish that we had a $50 trade in, which is the first secondary, but we ended up messing up and not putting it in. So let's see what the other ones are doing. We have 8 minutes, 5 minutes left on those ones. GBP USD. It was two secondary trades that I felt were really good. I felt like they were primary. Felt like they were primary bound. Like if I had a primary, I would have put it on there because they were. It was a reversal. So let's look at it real quick. GBP USD. So all the way down here in the crapper, 54%. I mean, I got it at a higher percentage though, 83%. So not worried about it. All right, so yeah, you see that it's pretty much like a little channel that is following in, and every time it hits that hits and breaks through, it goes right back down again, and it looks like it's doing it now. It's finally played a little bit, but yeah, I mean it's a natural downtrend. As far as like everything's saying that it's a downtrend, no. And this most recent, let's see. So here, I'm looking at the peaks now. So this peak here, and then this low. This is a lower peak, and this is a lower low, which means that that's how a downtrend goes. Now, signs of a reversal and that it might start going up is if you see a higher low. So this low is a little bit higher, and this is still a lower low though. So I'm looking at this peak here and then this peak here to see as far as which one's higher. I think I would say that. Let me just put a line real quick, just to see the channel so that I don't get confused. I can just take out the channel. So from here to here. It's still going down. It's still like it's like a lower low. It is, it's a little bit lower. So that's good to hear. That's still, it's still exhibiting a downtrend there as well. And then this one here was the next one. So yeah, so but then from here to here is another lower low, and then we had this little peak here, which is a lower low, but then this was a higher, or this was, I'm sorry, this was a lower high, right? A lower from here to here, from here to here. Goodness gracious, why you keep on moving from there? There. From there to there was a lower low, or lower peak, which is good. That means a downtrend continues. Should be continuing. But from here to here, from here to here, right here, those two valleys. This is a higher low. So a higher low typically indicates that an uptrend may be starting soon. It's not always, but it's an indicator that an uptrend may be starting soon. So that might shift to an uptrend, which means that this could be a breakout. I still risked it because these are secondary trades. I would have done a primary here as well because I didn't do that full analysis before placing these trades. I saw opportunity and what's been happening in the past. I went ahead and did it, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start trying to do that, beforehand as well, to make sure that I'm putting in the best trade that I can, because again, the indicator on this one, I mean, that indicator is showing me that it might stay up, there. We have 34 seconds left on one, so probably going to end up losing that one because we're kind of far away from it. So yeah, let's see what happens. And I mean, I would chalk it up to a learning experience if we end up losing it, because I mean, I did know that, but I haven't really just. I mean, I've known that about the higher highs and lower lows, but I haven't really just been using it like that with what I'm doing. But I do need to incorporate it because it would definitely help when it comes to confirming what I see with the lines and the history. All right, so yeah, we lost that one. That was a secondary trade. That's our first loss of the day. I do feel strong about the other one, though. Very strong about that other one. The one that we got our primary trade in, because, those peaks and valleys were consistent of the trend that was going on. So, 2 minutes left on this one. I think we might be good on this one. I think we might be good. I hope so. I mean, I'm looking at this here, this candle that broke through here and broke through again, and then the next candle was a hammer candle pointing up, which it's a red candle, but it's red by a little bit, but it's still an indicator that price could continue going up. A hammer candle is up indicator. So I'm hoping that if it happens and it continues going up, it's after 1 minute and 40 seconds. See how the other ones are doing. The other ones, this one is, we're winning by 96 points on that one, and 89, 90 points, something like that. Yeah, so we're looking good on these ones right now. I mean, 5 minutes or 4 minutes left. I don't think anything's going to change with that. And we have a secondary that's in. We could put a we could put a secondary in right now as well. We're under a minute here though, so let's play this out to the end and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those things that is cutting it down to the last minute. You know, this was a breakout, I think. We are 34 seconds. GBP USD. Let me go to TradingView real quick just to make sure that, you know, GBP USD. GBP USD. Did I miss it? I don't think I have GBP USD listed. Oh, here we go. Okay. 133763. Okay, am I gonna win this one? Lose this one? That's gonna give it me right. Man, I barely won that one. Barely won that one. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh. Let's see what else we can get into. Okay. Euro CHF. Okay. This one is getting close. This trend, if you look at the hour time frame, it's like an even trend, right? And you know, it broke through here, but then it went way back down under. So and then it's getting close again. And, you know, just looking at it, it looks like it's a slight uptrend, just a slight uptrend. Let's go to the 30-minute candles. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a slight uptrend, steadily. And then this one here was a pretty big spike. I mean, it's a new hour. And within that new hour is when this happened. So, you know, it's not very, because of that new hour, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I'll definitely put a secondary on this one. At that, you know, once it crossed that line, I put a secondary on it, but I wouldn't do a primary, because of that inconsistency right there. You know, and it didn't even stay up there too long, though. That's the thing. It stayed up there for maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes and then came back down. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would put a primary trade on this one. I'll do it for 20 minutes. Yeah. I mean, if I had a primary trade, but I don't have one at the current moment. So yeah, so if it does cross through over that line, which it should, based off of what I'm seeing, it should, you know, if this go around, then I'll go ahead and put a secondary in on it. Excuse me. So, and it would be, you know, this position, since it looks like it is an uptrend, right? A slight uptrend, very, very slight uptrend, but it is considered an uptrend. We have to look at the peaks and valleys of it, right? To see how it's been producing going up. And this, you know, let's look at the peaks and valleys. Okay, so if we're looking at the peaks, here's the first peak. The next peak was a little bit taller. Like, you see that this one didn't touch the line. The next one almost touched the line. Pretty much almost touched the line. The next one, same thing. Like, that one, believe that one did touch the line. This one, it broke through the line by a lot. So this next one is probably going to break through by a lot. Dang, those other two came in. I didn't even realize it. This one came in by 38 points, and this one came in by 41 points. Not bad, not bad. All right. So this next one, I mean, it's probably going to break through and break through by a lot whenever it does. And I should be like the uptrend is a better bet than the downtrend because it has been going up and we've been seeing the peaks, right? Like we've been seeing that when it goes up, but it's about when will it go up, right? And but if you see, it's already hit this peak here, and then the last two candles have been going up, so it's an indicator that it'll probably continue to go up. Um, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put in a trade. It's not gonna be a primary because I only do reversals with primaries, but it'll be a secondary. Went up there, then down, then went down a little bit, then it went up all the way up there. Then now it's going down, and now it looks like it'll probably be going up again for the next 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna do the next 15 minutes that it'll start going up. I'm gonna wait for a push, and then I'm gonna do a secondary trade on it if it gives me the opportunity to do so. So consolidated all the way back up on itself. This is these 5 minute candles. Yeah, because I do like it, based off of what it's doing. I mean, it gradually goes up, right? We might have missed it, but because of it having higher peaks each time, I don't know if I really like this for a primary trade. At least not until it surpasses this peak here. I mean, then at that point I could trade it going down. Yeah. I mean, that's the only one that did it that high. That's like that much of a variation off. Like all the other ones are pretty, even when you look at the 30-minute chart. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much like gradually going up. 5 minute chart. I mean, yeah, it stayed up. It was up there about 15 minutes before it dropped back down. Um, and since my second primary has come through as well. I mean, I'm at my third primary, which we all know is a double the amount. So, um, yeah, I don't like this for double the amount though, just because of this outlier here, right? So I'm gonna stay away from it for as far as for primary. Um, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna put a secondary in on it though. Just one secondary. Whenever it can get to a good spot for me. I mean, I think a good spot would be 20-minute trade. Because it looks like it's already up. It's already approach. It's doing this uptrend now, right? Um, I can't imagine it going back down from here. Up or down. Yeah, I can't really imagine it going back up or going back down from here. I think we'll continue its uptrend. Hit that one, going back down, then went back up, went back down, and yeah, it should be going back up. Because if you're looking at these lower peaks as well, you know, starting from here, this was a peak here, and then it went back up. It's calling me. Can't do it right now, sis. Okay. So yeah, um, and you know each peak seems to be a little bit higher than the last peak as well. Same with this one. This peak is a little bit higher than this one. So yeah, I'm gonna do a shorter trade for it to go up. I do think it's going to go up for it's going to touch that line here soon. I don't know exactly when, but if I can get a good push going down, nah, I'm not going to do that. It's too risky because it might hit that line and come right back down. You know, it probably won't. It probably cross it based off of what's happened before. But you know that. But again, that's the only outlier right here. This is the only outlier out of 3 different times that it hit that line. You know, it got so close to the line. That's the only time that it happened. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. It might be too risky. I am gonna do one though. When it hits that line, I'm gonna do it for 20 minutes. Well, 5, 10, 15, 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna do it 25 minutes. When it hits that line. And I'm pretty much betting on it's going to continue up. It's probably going to hit up here, maybe, and then start coming back down. So I'm gonna give it. I want to give it time to make that conversion to come back down. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, 25 minutes. That's a good mediation point. Okay, it's it did hit the line. It did hit the line. Come on now, cross it, cross through it, cross through it, cross through it. It's right on the line, and it's playing with it, playing on the line. Yeah. Come on, give me a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It's a primary trade. It's a secondary trade. I mean, if I can get it up here, I'm gonna do a primary trade on this one. If it goes up there, but yeah, I mean, I put a secondary there because I do think that was a good spot because I didn't know if it's going to keep on going out or if it was going to go right back down. So we're gonna come back to this one. Euro CHF. So we're looking for opportunity now to do a trade, another primary trade. Okay, don't have opportunity there. USD, no opportunity here. No, this kind of broke through a while back. GBP CHF. Okay, so here it's been following an uptrend with higher peaks each time, and this is the last highest peak. So, and it looks like, you know, it might continue to drop back down now. But it doesn't look like it's respecting this line, these lines at this resistance at all anymore. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it is a breakout. So if it does, if it hits this line here, that would be a good time to put in a secondary. I'm not gonna put it in a primary. It would be a good time to put in a secondary though. Let's just see. I do think that it's because, you know, I mean, it is showing You know, every time it hits a peak, it drops back down, but the next peak, this next peak is higher, and then, you know, drop down again right here. The next peak is high here, then it drop down again right there. And now it's a little bit higher peak here. So yeah, the best trade would be an uptrend trade on this, since it is an uptrend, and we would need to wait for it to hit that line. It hits that line, we could do like a 15-minute trade going back up and capitalize on it. 15 or 20-minute trade. Dang, this is a long candle. A long candle shooting down. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I would say maybe 20 minutes. I'll probably do a 20-minute trade. Once it hits that line. Based on, you know, what I'm seeing, you know, it hit here, and then 20 minutes later, it was still above. It hit here, and 20 minutes later, it was above. So, following that same trend, I'm gonna do the same thing. You know, it's getting all of it went straight from a peak to it just dropped though. But again, it's broken through. The signs that it's broken through. You know, so this is going to be the new floor. Okay, well, do what you do then. Get me a little closer. I'm gonna go ahead and put it there. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. GBPCHF. All right, so this was it was a downtrend at first, and it looked like it pretty much changed to an uptrend, and it's pretty much following that uptrend. Yeah, so you know, I really can't do anything here. Nothing there. Okay, what's going on here? All right, so it broke through the roof by a lot. Looks like it's getting close to the roof again. Okay. So it is a breakthrough, a breakout. It's been out of there for a while. So there's plenty of indicators that candle indicators that it's broken out, which means this is the new floor. It could be the new floor. It's not 100%. I wouldn't bet a primary on it. Again, I'll put a secondary on it. So let's wait for it. And 20 minutes will be sufficient based off of what it's done before. You know, it hit here, and then 20 minutes later it was up. So we'll do the same thing. Wait for it to hit that floor. This is a 72% trade, which is fine. It would be nice if it was better, but it's fine. I think we got a $50 one in already. So the only trade we're going to be able to do next time is a primary trade. All right. Got that little push. Cool. All right. So let's keep going. So we can find something for a good trade. Okay, let's start over. Euro CHF. We are in here already, and everything's looking good with it. But there's no opportunity for a primary. USD, CAD, no. GBP, CHF. Okay, let's look at this one. It's in the channel. It's going up, down, and my indicator was this is a breakout, and it should hit that floor and come back up, but it hasn't. It's inside the channel now. And it looks like maybe this might be the new floor for it, or this might be the floor for it. You know, like this candle, and this candle, right? Can I see it going any lower than that based off of the new trend? Because the new trend looks like it's an uptrend. You know, let's look at, again, this is 5-minute candles, but if you just look at, you can just kind of see the line here. So like from here to here. From there to there, right? Like that line is a little bit of a downtrend line. It's pretty even Steven. It's pretty even Steven, you know. And then you see this trend from, you know, up here, right here and there. No, it's an uptrend as well. So, you know, I mean, that just tells you it's been following that type of trend for the last like 40 minutes. About, you know, I'll say about, probably longer than that. These are 5-minute candles. Like about an hour or so. It's been staying within, you know, that range. This has been acting as a floor of it. It doesn't really, you know, and it's an uptrend, so it's a little bit higher each time. Right here, I think it was a little bit lower, but it went high here, and then it hit all the way down here, which is, I think, probably the lowest that it would go. I mean, I don't, it wouldn't be good enough for me to put a primary on. I'll put a secondary on it right here, though. And now it's consolidated back on itself, and it should go back up again, you know. It definitely should go back up again, I think. Okay. Yeah, I believe it will. I mean, this is an uptrend; it's not a downtrend. So, up is the next place for it. Still trying to figure out where I'm gonna put this down. My next one, and let me see how our secondaries are doing. Okay, we still got time on all of our secondaries. All right, so let's see. No. Yeah, broke through, and you know, it's bouncing back off of that now. Good time for a secondary, not a primary. All right, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the video for now. I'll get back with you whenever I can find a good opportunity. I'm gonna also let you know what happened with the secondaries. I'll probably come back. All right, guys. Hey, just to update you guys on the secondaries I haven't. I wasn't able to find a primary trade anywhere, but I did find, you know, I just been monitoring the 3 secondaries, and this one so far so good. It was this 5-minute candle that is, you know, it looks like it's trying to jettison to the moon. So that one is the GPB CHF one, which is here. We're winning that one by 43 points. This one is going to be ending soon as well. Winning it by 16 points. We'll be on that one after this one comes in. And this one, we're winning that one by 92 points. So, and all of these are different pairs that we saw opportunities for, breakouts and where it bounced off. So let's go back here. We have 22 seconds left, and it's looking good. I think this was going to be a win for us. And it's going to definitely be a win. If it, it's like, you see the higher peaks, peak here, peak here, peak here, and the next one's probably going to be up here. So we'll see. We will see. Because it's an uptrend, I wouldn't do a primary trade trading down. Like, if and we don't even know where it's going to end up here. I mean, I could put a line, but that line, it's going to be a little bit of a flimsy line. It will be a good enough line for a secondary trade, though. The best time for this type of trade, if I'm trying to do a primary trade, would be trading it up. Pretty much betting that it will trade up once it hits this line, but not really. Again, it's not an hour trend. This is a new trend that's going on. This because this is a new floor, or it's not. It was a roof before, so I wouldn't do a primary trade on this one. But oops, and the other one came in at the same. And then we ended up losing that one, unfortunately. Lost by 21 points. Euro CHF. Let me look at that, because maybe that might mean that there is a good opportunity for a. Okay, so our chart has been touching here. It touched and it went back down. It broke through. I'm trying to remember where we got in on this one. I'm pretty sure it was right around the line. This is when we got in on it, though. So we pushed through the line, and I mean, this would be a good primary trade for a downtrend, I think, or a down trade. Anyway, because it hit up here like within. I don't see a. I mean, there's a little bit of an uptrend going on. Like, that was a higher peak. But it hasn't happened yet. See, I do remember this one. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. It's okay. We might do a downtrend on this one. I mean, it's a slight uptrend, but we don't know if it's going to hit that peak and where it's going to hit before it starts going back down. So, yeah. Let's see, has it shown a breakout? It hasn't shown a breakout yet. This candle, let's see where this candle finishes. And the other one came through as well. Sorry. It got preoccupied. These are secondary trades. We won by 145 points, so my prediction was correct on that one. Excuse me. So let's see. If we're looking at the peaks, this peak, then this peak, it went a little bit higher. Like this peak and then this peak. Where in the world? I'm doing that. This peak, it went higher. And then, so this peak may go higher. Looking at the bottoms of it, the valleys. This is a valley here, and then the next valley is here. So it was higher valley. I feel more confident putting in a trade on a valley than a peak, of course, with an uptrend, because you're trading up at that time. You want to trade up always, or if you can. It hasn't shown a breakout sign yet as far as the candles. The candle, like if this one here, this was the candle, this was the the breakthrough candle, then this candle was showing down. It was going to go down, so it's not breakout. And then it went, then the next one went down and went right back through. So it didn't show a sign of a breakout. If this candle ends in a hammer candle, then that shows a sign of a breakout, which means that it may continue to go back up, continue to go up. All right, and I'm just thinking about it. I would put a secondary trade in for it to go back down within 15 minutes. Well, yeah, I say about 15 minutes. If it can get up here, then I'll put a 15-minute trade in that it will go back down. I think that would be safe. Probably a 20-minute trade that will go back down. So that candle there was it's still a sell indicator. It's not necessarily a breakout sign, but it is a sell indicator, which means that it could possibly still go back up, continue to go up. It's not strong enough for me to do anything with, though. Let's see. Yeah, I would do 20 minutes on a secondary trade on this one. If it can get if it can cross, if it can get close to this high, I'll put it in for a sell. I mean, it's a reversal, but it's it's the trend looks like it's trending up, so I wouldn't put a primary trade on a if I'm not going the same way as a trade. At least not right now. I need to get a little more experience with how those turn out for me, which is a good reason why you should be writing down your trades, as you do them, so that you can go back, analyze later on when you have some free time, and figure out which ones are working better. And that's the way you get better in this. I know it may seem tedious, but it's definitely worth it if you plan on doing this as a career. Okay, well, it's been going up, then it hit here, then it went back down, and then it hit here, and then it went back down, and from here to here, from here to here, that it was a higher valley, from the previous to the most recent. That is an uptrend sign. And you see this one and then this one, and so maybe it might. Everything's pointing toward it's probably going to do it's probably going to be an uptrend, a new uptrend, or not even a new uptrend. It's the same uptrend that has been going on. But because this one hasn't hit, it hasn't surpassed this peak, that's kind of weird, you know? I mean, it might. My prediction that it will. Just don't know when. I'm going to do a trade. If it can hit that line, I'm gonna go ahead and do a trade for 20 minutes. Well, no, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna do a trade for 20 minutes for it to go up. Because I do think that before it reaches this next valley, it's still going up right now. I think it's still going up. You know, I think it needs to surpass this point here before it'll start going back down. Like really going back down, right? Um, Euro CHF, okay. I did find out a little bit of information. A new piece of information is that you can set a notification on for a certain price point in this platform. You can't do it from your phone, but you can do it from the laptop, which is a pretty big reason to use the laptop. Um, yeah, you can you can actually set a price point. Um, put the price enter the price point in. Like if you want the price point to be this line, right? You would figure out what the price point of that line is, and then type it in. Like there's a little bell icon right in this area of the on the or actually it's it's on your mouse. You know, I believe like when you're dragging your mouse and you see the arrow, you know, you'll see like on the right side of it. Because you know you see like a little line when you drag your mouse over this area, a line comes with it, right? And then on the right side of the line in this area here, you'll see like some options. You'll see a bell notification. You'll see this other thing, which I think might be automatic trade indicator. I haven't looked at it too much yet, but I know I tested the bell one out, and you know put in a price point and just you know forgot about it, and then later on I was in a whole nother pair, and it you know notified me. It wasn't a audible notification. It just popped up on the screen that your you know this pair has reached this point, this price point. So I thought that was pretty awesome. You know, that definitely could help out. But I'm you know I'm content with the phone. Plus, I want to do this whole you know all these videos that I'm doing. I want to do it on the phone so that you can see that it can be done from the phone successfully, you know, or unsuccessfully. We will see. So yeah, this one has really kind of not really been doing too much. Yeah, it hasn't been doing too much. Um, I mean, I still think it's an uptrend, and I still think that I'm going to put in a trade of 20 minutes once it hits that. Once it hits this line, I want to put in a trade for 20 minutes for it to keep going up because I don't think it's going down yet. I don't think it's going to start going down until it hits this peak here. And we're trying to get the best price point as we can. But yeah, again, these are no primary trades opportunities. And even though this really hasn't shown signs of a breakout, looking at this valley or this peak, it hit up here. Then the next candle was a upside down hammer. The next one more down pressure, and went through. And then it tested that line and went back through. Then here it did go through, and it gave us a green candle of not necessarily a breakout signal, but it was a pretty heavy green candle. The next candle was like a hammer, which is a breakout signal. So I would think it would, that it's not done yet. It's not done yet. That's why I'm saying that it's going to go up from here. It should go up. I was just waiting for a good time to put in to get in, but I might not get a better time really. I might not get a better time. We'll do 15 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there. Yeah. 15 minutes up there. I do think it's going to continue going up based off of, just based off the trend. It's an uptrend already, a gradual uptrend already. And even though it hasn't shown just a clear sign of a breakout, I think it is broken out. I mean, this candle does, this hammer candle is a breakout sign. And just looking at it, I mean, it would need to, yeah. I mean, I do think so. I mean, it's a secondary trade, so, I wouldn't put a primary trade on this one. I definitely wouldn't do that. But I do think that this is a good opportunity for it to continue to go up, especially in the next 15 minutes. It should continue to go up, just to reach that peak. I think it wants to reach that peak before it starts going back down through here. So, my analysis is that this line, it's the new floor. It should be the new floor. Well, not necessarily the new floor. Well, it could be. It could be the new floor. I don't know for a fact. But yeah, okay. We've been in this one way too long. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to reset all of these charts. I'm gonna go back to my hour candles, and since new hours have appeared, the chart may have changed. So I'm gonna see what new opportunities I might have, and I will get back with you whenever I get that done. Pretty much, I'm gonna just go through all the pairs again, set new lines for hours, because right now we don't have any opportunities for primaries. All right, I'll see you soon. All right, guys, I see a good opportunity here for a primary trade. 20-minute primary trade. If you look at this is a new one. I just did the chart on it. Let's look at the hour chart. It's an uptrend. It's been an uptrend for a while. And if you notice, the lines, it crosses a little bit and then it goes back up. It's been doing this for the past, I would say, 7 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, about 7 hours. So it passes the minimum 5-hour time frame, and it has crossed already. It has crossed the line already, and I think it's starting its uptrend. Now, if you go down to the 30-minute time frame, you see a little bit more in detail of what's happened. It crosses that line and it hops back up. It touched the line those 2 times, hop back up, and now it's crossing the line again. Right here, it crossed it, and I think it's on its way back up again. So that's a 20-minute look at it. I got it pretty much right on the line. Let's go to 5 minutes. In the 5 minute where it shows it's below the line. So it's same thing. It crossed through here, and it reached here, like in this area, and then it bounced right back up. And we're looking at a 20-minute time frame. So in 20 minutes, it was up here. Here it hit, and then 20 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20. It was back down again in 20 minutes here. It touched it again. So then it touched again, and then it hit right back up. This is an uptrend, and we're trading up. Okay. So then the next time it got here, and then in 20 minutes, 5, 10, 15. So we're on the 15-minute count. The 15-minute candle now of it being below. It hasn't shown signs of a breakthrough, or a breakout. I'm sorry. There's no signs of a breakout. This is a hammer candle going up, which means that pressure is going up. This is a doji candle. It's what's the word? It's indecisive. That's what that means. Indecisive. But continuance of the trend is more likely than a breakout. So I always go with that. Like I'm always going to go with the more likely choice. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, because breakouts do happen, but in this case, it's for the last 7 hours. It's been following the trend, and it's touched it multiple times. It's been testing that line multiple times and having back up. So my thought is that it's going to continue it. So we'll see. We'll see. It's a primary. It was my third primary. I think it's a good one. I think I got a good entry on it. I'm catching it on its way back up. I did a 20-minute trade, to try to be as comfortable as possible on it. Give it enough time to play down there before it starts going back up. It was playing already down there, though, for 10 minutes before I came along. So just wanted to show that to you. I do have 10 seconds left on this one, and I'm losing that one. That's not good. Euro CHF. It looks like I lost that one. Yeah. Euro CHF. I wonder. Let me look at it. Oh, I think I do remember it. It wasn't really it was one of those ones that, it could happen, it could not. I was hoping that it would hit this peak before it starts going back down, but it looks like it didn't. Pretty much it's already on its way back down now. So yeah. And so from here to here is a sign of a downtrend. As far as like it might start a downtrend. So we will watch it. Let's see. Yeah, like it had been respecting the downtrend this whole time. But then here, and then because of this downtrend sign as well, it might continue going down. Yeah, it probably will continue going down. If I could get it back up to this line, I'd probably put a secondary trade in for it going down. Let me go ahead and switch this up. Yeah, I mean that would be a strong trade, actually. And just based off of this indicator here, from here to here, it's showing down, like it's on its way down. So we might have missed it. Though it's probably not going to retract upon itself up here to give us that option to go down. That's fine. All right. So with that one there, looking at the hour trend on it, there's really no trend anymore, you know. Like there's really no, yeah, there's no trend. Like this is the last candle that that closed. This is way through it. I mean, I wouldn't even want to put a trend for that because it's way through it. And then I don't see a downtrend, a place that we can do a downtrend for. Well, let me see. Yeah, that's a pretty good one there, actually. Yeah. The floor is good right there. So I'll keep that one checked and highlighted because of that. Euro CHF. I've been still working on this a while. Well, I saw that. I'll get back with you. I'm still setting up everything. All right. Hey guys, I saw a good opportunity for a secondary trade here. Look at the hour chart. You know, you can draw a line from this closing candle. Draw a line from that closing candle up over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hours ago, it hit that point, right? On a downtrend. It's a continuous downtrend. So, yeah. So it was at that point again, up there, and I went ahead and put a sell order right there on that candle. You see again, it hit up there, and so yeah, it's up there again. So when it is a secondary. 5 minute hit up here, went back down, hit here, went back down. So yeah, so I like it. I think it's gonna go back down. I mean, it's already starting to go back down, looks like. So we'll put in $50. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I lost my 2 secondary trades. I lost 2 secondary trades of $50 so far. So hopefully this redeems me with that. I still have my primary in at $200, and I'm at 50 points on it. So I'm looking good. 8 minutes left on it. So I'll get back with you on that one. All right, I'll talk to you soon. I'm still sitting. All right, so I put another trade in right here, and I apologize. My cat just turned on the TV. Okay. All right, so turn it back off. All right. So yeah, I saw an opportunity here where one of the hour candles that we drew. See a reversal coming up here. It bounced. So yeah, I mean, if you just look, yeah, it hit here, went back up, then was touching or getting close here, and then it started going back up. And within 20 minutes, it was 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, it was pretty much up in within 20 minutes. Touched here, went back up. 20 minutes, it was up. Touched here, went back up in 20 minutes. Got close here, started going back up. Went through here, started going back up. But it's always been an uptrend. It's a continuous uptrend as far as like higher highs and lower lows, or higher highs and higher lows. So then it stayed up for a while. I mean, it did drop down here and start going back up. Here it dropped through, and then it went back up, and the lowest point here was right here. If we would have traded right here in this area, then in 20 minutes would have been 5, 10, 15, 20. It would have been up here in 20 minutes. So we would have won it. This one here, we caught it. It was already 3 candles in when we caught it, and I'm glad this candle is ending in a hammer, because that's an indicator that it's going to start going back up. This candle here was, it's a red candle showing selling position, but it's not an indicator yet. This one here, it's almost a hammer, but not necessarily. This one is a hammer though. So those indicators that the price will start to go back up. It's not going to be a breakout. Hopefully, it doesn't. It's not a breakout. Um, would I have put a primary on this one? Yeah, I would have put a primary trade on this one because it is showing. It's been showing. The history's been showing that it's been going back up once it breaks through this plane. So, 20-minute one gives it enough time to circle around and start going up. So we'll see what happens on it. Let's see our other trade. Ooh, I have 8 seconds left on this one, and I'm in profit by 214 points. I can't be mad at that. GPP AUD. GPP AUD. Let's look at it real quick. All right, so if I can remember what happened, yeah, it pretty much I remember it. Breaking through on an hour chart. It hadn't done that. Well, it was. It's done it, but it's gone right back up. So yeah, I think we caught this one kind of late. I think it was like around here somewhere where it then started going back up, and we were in profit by a lot. So very happy about that. That is our third trade, our third win, third primary trade win. We need just one more, and we are here with it. And doing it this way, we've been pretty good because we are always trading with the profits of the last one, of the last primary. Like this $400 is the profits of the 3 primaries, that we've made already. So we've made, $200 trades. That's $200, and then one $200 trade. That's $400. So that's $200 also. Well, 200 plus the 200 is 400. Is what I'm saying. So yeah, obviously we're not getting the full 100% of the trade, but the price to play. Okay, so let us continue. I'm gonna get back with you on it. Let's see how this one's doing. Okay, that one's 145 point. Awesome. This one is 8 points so far. I think that's the new one that we just put in. Okay, I'll get back with you. I'm still setting up. Hey, all right. So we are, nearing this one ending, and we are very much in profit. 310 points. So. And this one is 75 points, 9 minutes left. So, we could look at CHF JPY just to see if, recall what we did on that one. Okay. So, yeah, it was a reversal. Yeah, a downtrend had been downtrending, and yeah, pretty much it did as we predicted. It tapped up there, and and then we caught it going down. So good trade, happy with it. Try to think of maybe if we could catch another secondary one going back up to it. When do we think that it would start going back up? If it follows what this one did and this peak being a downtrend, there's usually lower peaks, so which means that this one was the highest one. This one was a little bit lower, and this one should be a little bit lower before it reverses and goes back up. That's usually how that would work. 5 seconds left. We won on that one, so I'm happy on that one. So far so good. We need one more opportunity for a primary trade, and we're done for the day. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to touch back so that you guys could see that win, and then also see that maybe we could do something here, but I'm not gonna mess with it. It's not as sturdy of a for sure type of thing. So we'll just wait for it to go back up here. Hopefully it can go back up there sometime soon. All right, I'll talk to you. All right, so we have a secondary that's ending here soon. USD CHF, we're winning by 87 points. Let's look at it real quick. USD CHF. USD CHF. I think we had it for 73%, okay. All right, so yeah, it looks like, yeah, I mean, it was one of those that we would have done a primary on. Is our chart. We got it down there. It's up there now, and 19 seconds left. So this one is a for sure thing for us. 5-minute candle. Yeah. Yeah. Predicted what we said it was gonna do, and good. We won that one. I mean, I would do a primary trade on this one because it's still consistent. I mean, it's a pretty consistent one. I mean, we would have to catch it back when it starts coming back down, which don't know exactly when that would be. I'm just looking at the peaks and valleys right now. The peaks and valleys are, this is a peak here. That's all the peaks. I'm sorry, all the valleys. There's a valleys there, valley there, and a valley here. So, and then there's a higher valley there, which means that uptrend is coming, and wow, it took off. Oh my gracious, I don't know what's going on here. That thing took off. With this candle, before it starts going back down again, it would need to overtake this peak, which I think it's trying to do now. It's about to overtake that peak right now. It just overtook it. And yeah, so pretty much it would need to overtake that peak, which it just did, and then start going back down. I mean, I could do a secondary trade on this one for $50. Once it overtakes that peak again for 20 minutes. I'm going to do it. In 20 minutes, it should reverse itself and start coming back down. I mean, I did a secondary trade on it, thinking, that's the best thing. Let's draw a line, a trend on it from the time that it started going up. Let's see. Okay, so maybe I might have. From the time it started, it's been pretty much following this trend. I'm way off on that one. See, that's why you draw your lines. Way off on that one. Way off. I mean, 20 minutes it might, but yeah. Let's go to 30 minutes and see if this holds true. Yeah, this will be a good 30-minute one. Yeah, that was my fault on that one. I should not have placed that trade. Because just looking at it, of when it it touched got close 3 times. On a 30-minute chart. 30-minute charts are decent charts as well. 30-minute lines, they're strong, right? So I don't think it's going to, it should keep on going up to that line, especially in 20 minutes. That was a terrible trade. we're gonna lose that trade. I would say we're gonna lose that trade. I mean, so much so that if it goes back down to that, I would do 2 more secondary trades, and it did. Okay, 2 more secondary trades that is going to go the opposite direction, just to counter that. Give me a little pump, going back down, please. I'm gonna do 15 minutes. Go back down under there. Even if we can get the same price point. I just want to counter it because this is a bad trade. Okay, let's see if we got a lower price point. Just curious. This one here was 81524. This one here is 81523. So yeah, it was a little bit lower, which is good. I like it. Both from 81523. All right, yeah, just so that we can kind of, you know, I rather, I don't want to lose money. I see I'm going to lose money if I put that trade in. So I just went ahead and put those two in to counter it, so that we're not losing too much money. I'm still going to lose the, what's the word? The juice per se, is the 16%. I'm going to lose that. But that's fine as long as I just don't want to lose the overall amount. Yeah, so I like that. That's good. Okay, so but let's keep on just looking at this one here. Yeah, price should continue to go up for the next 20 minutes. I mean, based off of what I'm seeing, it should before it starts going back down. If we could get it to touch the line though again, or not even touch the line, it would have to cross through the line. We'll put another primary trade in here for it to go back up. So yeah, let's see what happens. We're still making our lines, so I haven't gone through all of them yet. So let me go ahead and finish that up. I'll get back with you guys. Hey guys, hey, so just to let you know, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like this thing is going back down. This is the one that we had our 50s, the one I thought, swear we were going to lose, that $50 one. Looks like that one's winning right now, and I was checked to see how much we're winning by, and we're winning by 91 points. So that triggered me to like, hey, I might want to go back on this thing and see what's going on. And yeah, it looked like we had some pressure going down, so I want to hit record real quick because if I can get it to cross that line, I'm definitely going to do a 20-minute trade for it to go back up. But it's kind of still in the middle, it's kind of indecisive, so it just went back up a little bit. So let's look at the 5-minute candles on this one. It's starting to go back up a little bit. So yeah, maybe it's going to play in that middle area for a little bit. Maybe that's fine. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Let me finish up. Hey guys, so I'm on AUDCAD right now. Well, AUDCAD. It's reaching its peak. If you look at the trend, it hit here and here, and hit here, went back down, and 15 minutes was back down. Here, went back down, 15 minutes was back down. It touched here, 15 minutes was down. Touched here, 5, 10, 15 minutes, it was still up on that one. So 20 minutes it was down. And then now it's trying to get back up here again. And it's been steadily going down. The valleys, each valley is lower than the last, and each peak is lower than the last. So it's giving signs of a continuous downtrend. Like if you look at it, the valleys and the peaks on each one, The valley's here. Like let's just start right here. Valley, peak. Next valley is lower. So valley, peak. Then next, it's hard to do because this thing keeps on valley, peak, valley, peak. So it's going down. It's a consistent, peak there, peak here, then the valley's down here. The next peak is here, which is lower than that one. Next valley is there, and it touched it just now. So I'm gonna put a primary. This is a good primary trade here, opportunity for. I'm gonna do 20 minutes. I just wanted to touch it, just touch it. Give me a good price point. Good price point. All right, I like it. 20 minutes. Same thing should happen. It should play in that area, and then it should come back down. Do I have any? I think I have so I have all my trades in right now. 3 minutes left on those ones. 5 minutes left on that one. 20 minutes left on that one. Yeah, I'm in good shape. I have trades in everywhere already, so I can't put any more trades in. And I really do like this one. I mean, it's showing all signs. Let's see what the oscillator says down here as well. Oscillator is showing in the overbought position right now, as well. So that's a good indicator as well. That price should curve around and start coming back down. So we will see. Again, everything is showing it. Like the peaks and valleys show it. Each peak and valley it indicates a lower trend, like a downtrend. The last indicator of an uptrend was here. Let's see. Well, let me see here. The next one, yeah, because the next valley was here, right? So that's an up valley right there. I mean, that's a higher valley. I think, is that right? No, I can't. You can't really consider that the valley. No. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it just tapped up there twice on those two, but after that, it's been going consistently down. Every time it hits there, which is it hit there, and start going back down. It hit here, start going back down. So it should hit there and start going back down. It hit up here, twice, start going back down. Here, it went through, and then 5, 10, 15, and then it pushed back up after 20 minutes. But that was a while ago. I don't think it's going to do that again. I think 20 minutes is safer versus 15 minutes in this situation based off of what has recently been happening. Recently, it hasn't been hopping and just jumping out and going back down. Like this one here, it touched it and went through, and then it kind of like was playing a little bit before it started going back. So I want to give it that opportunity to play a little bit, before going back down. It doesn't look like it's playing right now, though. It doesn't look like it's playing right now. It looked like it touched there and then it started going back down. But before, yeah, I mean, it might go back up, but it won't. It shouldn't hit that peak again. It shouldn't hit that peak based off of what all these other ones is doing. It shouldn't. It should keep on going down. So we'll see what happens. That one's in. We got one that's about to end. 9 seconds left. We're in profit by 60 seconds or 60 points. So I'm happy about that one. We have two ending. The other one's also in profit. And those two were the $25 trades that we did for 15 minutes to counter this one here that I thought I messed up on. So the USD CHF, let's look at that real quick. Picked the wrong one. USD CHF. So yeah, yeah, my thoughts on it was that I mean we drew this line too late, and I had put this trade in before we drew that line. So I put those other 2 trades in right around the same area to counter it, and those counters came in, and this one here is still going because this was a 20-minute candle or a 20-minute trade. The other ones were 15-minute trades, so they came in before it. But yeah, I'm sure that this is going to lose. I would think it would lose. It would need to, you know, it takes time to go back up there. So it's steadily just going back up there right now. So we're going to lose that one, which is fine. We won the other 2, which countered it, you know, so I'm happy about that. We're going to have 3 more secondary trades here to put in other places. I might as well try to find a place to put them in because I already have my primary in. I don't need to really be setting up too much anymore. So we'll see where I could put, you know, put the next trades in at. We'll just scroll and see what other opportunities we can find. We are losing this one now. 20 seconds left. It's way over. So I mean, we're losing by 41 points. So no doubt we're gonna lose it, as expected. You know, I'm gonna keep an eye on it because if it hits that roof, we can put a secondary trade for going back down. I wouldn't put a primary only because it is a uptrend, right? So on the uptrends, I can't put a primary anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about. But you know, for uptrends, primaries are good if you hit for the floor because you're trading up at that time. If I put when it hits this line, you're trading down, which is also, I mean, it's a high probability, right? Because the hour time frame shows it to go back down. And it might be okay to do a primary trade on it. I just, you know, I like going with the trend more than going against the trend. So we will see. I mean, it is getting kind of close to that area. So we may be able to put a trade in there. Definitely the higher secondary I would want to put on this one because you know, I mean that's all that's the next highest price that I can put. So watch it and see what happens. But yeah, I mean it's been, whenever it gets close there, it reverses on itself. A 20-minute trade would be good if I can get it to get up there. It's kind. I mean, we're still about maybe 10 pips from being tradable. Wow, it is wanting to go there, isn't it? It's definitely want to go. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. So this one broke through by a whole lot. This one, yeah, looks like it's going to the moon on this one. So we don't have any action here. No action on this one either. This is the one we just came from. This is the current one that I got my primary in on. Okay. That one is losing, or that one is falling. No, don't have an opportunity though. At least for, you know, a good secondary. This one dropped all the way through. Nothing there. Okay. Yeah. Very good. I like it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do, let's see, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minute is a good one here. Yeah, I like it. Everything's showing good. I mean, we just caught it on it breaking through. It's an uptrend. It is an uptrend going on. And yeah, I mean, from what I see, if it follows the trend, it should start coming back down within the next 20 minutes. It definitely is too high for itself right now. So, okay, good one. We caught that one. USD JPY. Let's see what else we got. This next one would be $25. Nothing there. And I think we're already, okay, no, yeah, we're still in above 70% payout. So yeah, this one's way beyond our support. Okay, this one is getting close. This is 22%. It did touch. This one touched already, and based off of what it's done in the past, okay, maybe it wasn't. Let's see. Look at the hour chart on this one. Okay, yeah, it was an uptrend. So on this uptrend, it did touch. Now it should be going down for a little bit. Let's see how. Let's look at a 30-minute chart. Okay. Yeah. All right. 5-minute chart. All right. So we're gonna do 15 minutes on this one. If I can get a little bit of a push going up, I'll go ahead and pull it going down, because I think it's gonna start going down from here. Go ahead and do it there. 15 minutes. It should be lower than that point, I think. I mean, so again, this is an uptrend again. It's an uptrend, but it just, it's tapping that roof. It tapped the roof here, right? And then, when we got into it, we saw a red candle. When it tapped that roof, it showed signs of pressure start going down right here. It tapped the roof, and then, this candle ended as it's like a upside down hammer, right? So, so our hope is that, that it'll continue to go down from here. So far so good on it. We'll catch back up with it. Let's see how our other trades are doing. We have 7 minutes left on this one. We are in the profit by 26 points. That's good. It's not great, but it's good. Let's keep on looking to see if we can get one more trade in. Then we're good. When we'll be done for the day. That was 71%. What we got here? Oh, that's everything else is below 70%, so we wouldn't even do that. So let's go back up again and see if we can find anything else. Maybe, because there was one other thing that was getting close. I remember. Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, it was this one. I'm surprised that this one is still kind of stagnating. It's not really doing too much. Unless, the last time we looked at it, I feel like it was around the same place. But we'll put our last secondary in this one. If we can get it to hit that roof, we'll put our last secondary in. let's keep looking. This one, okay. It's getting close to this floor. You know, and it's showing, yeah, when it gets close. In this case, it's kind of got close. It hasn't really broken the plane too much. It broke there, but the other times it kind of just got close, right? So, so we would hope that it would get a little bit closer than it got right there, like, get around that vicinity before putting it in. But this candle's going to close as a hammer. It looks like it's going to be a hammer candle. Yeah, almost a hammer. Pretty much a hammer candle. Indicates, it's more, selling or buying pressure. So maybe that just didn't get close enough before it started going back up. I wouldn't bet on it, obviously, but yeah, we'll keep looking. Euro USD, GBP USD. Nothing going off for us there. Euro AUD. Nothing there. Euro Canadian. Nothing there. USD JPY. All right, so this is the one that we have a secondary in at, and it's covering for us now. Yeah, and it should turn around, make that little U-turn, and come back down. Yeah, so hopefully it keeps on doing that. GBP, okay, we have no action here, not yet. Euro JPY. Didn't I have this one favorited? So where's the line at? I don't see any line. Oh, it was down there. Okay. Way beyond. Okay. Nothing there. GBP AUD. Nothing there. Oh, that's 69%, so we're good. All right, 3 minutes left. Let's see how we're looking. 10 points, still not good. I really don't, it needs to be better than that. Let's see what's going on with it. AUD, CAD. I mean, we're winning, but by little, which is not good. So AUD, what? AUD, CAD. See what's happening. Okay, it's playing up there pretty much, right? It's playing up there. So, looking at what it's done in the past, it likes kind of that roof, right? Like here, in 20 minutes, it was back up past it, but then it went back down. In 20 minutes, it was good. But that was the only time that it did that. 20 minutes, after 20 minutes, it was kind of still up in there. This time, and then here, it was, within 20 minutes, it was down. It was down, right? But it's still kind of, it stayed up there for just a little bit. And it's kind of like hovering up there. This time, and it kind of, after that, 20 minutes later, it started going back down. 15 minutes, it was still up playing in that area, right? So now we're here, and 20 minutes, 5, 10, 15, we're on a 20-minute candle now. 15 minutes would have been terrible for us, because it would have been up there still. So 20 minutes, and hopefully that gives us enough time for it to stay under, for it to start its trek back down. It's been playing in this area for a while. It's time for the kids to come back home, come back in the zone now. We have a minute left. It's looking good so far. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the AUDCA. I'm gonna hit the let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here. All right. Just so that I can look at the actual price point, 88392, and see the difference between that and here, 88390. So it's about the same as far as accuracy when it comes to this 88388, 88382. It's around the same type of price points. You know, they're close. So so yeah, and I'm happy that it is looking good for us. Like something drastic would have to happen for us to lose right now. 10 seconds left, and it's pumping down very good, very healthily, the way that we predicted it to do. It just took a little while to get there, but it did get there. So I'm happy about that. That was our last one, our last primary. So we are officially done. We won by 42 points. It's not too shabby, not too shabby. Yeah. I mean, it was a good trade. It was a good trade. If we could learn anything from it, 20 minutes is definitely, a good time frame on reversals when it first taps in through there, so that you give it time to play around and up there before it comes back down. But it looks like it is respecting it, and it's going to start going back down again. So that's good to hear. I'm happy with it. We have two other trades that are secondary trades that will be coming in soon as well. That primary is in, which means that we are done trading for the day. So I am happy with the outcome. I'm happy with the outcome. We have at least $600, $615 in the profit. We started with 1,000. So, and this was with a 10%. This is with trading with 10% of your trade on the initial one. Your first primary was 10%. Second primary was 10%. Third primary was 20%, and the fourth primary was 40% of the original bankroll. But you can trade that way if you are because you're trading with your profits. Once you get to your second trade, your second winning, your second primary trade. Once you get there, because you've won your first primary trade, then that second primary trade, you're just trading with your profit. You're not trading anymore with your bankroll. So trading that way, you stand to lose the profit, or you stand to win pretty nicely, so it's like you're not risking your bankroll anymore, and at the same time you're not or you're maximizing the amount of money you can make, because you're doubling your money every single time after the second win. So I think it's a good system to have. We had lost yesterday. So, but we only lost $300 yesterday. Not even. It was like $280 that we lost. So this makes up for it, and some. So we're up now. So I can't be mad. Can't be mad at all. GBPCHF. Let's look at that one real quick. GBPCHF. Okay. So. This one was, we said it was a good opportunity to go down with it. It had touched up here, right? Okay, I don't think it had touched all the way up there. We didn't know if it was going to, so we went ahead and put in the trade, thinking that within 15 minutes it would be down. It would have been lower, and. Yeah, did it touch? It did touch. Yeah, it touched here. So we put in the trade thinking that it was gonna. We got it late. We didn't get it when it touched. So we're thinking, okay, well, it's gonna start going back down. Well, so far, it looks like it is playing. It's playing around our line. So it has about we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this trade for it to to go ahead and continue going down. This one, obviously it was a more risky trade only because we didn't get it at the price point that we wanted to, which was up here, But because it was a secondary trade, and I did feel sort of confident about this red candle. When we saw it, it was a red candle, and that it was going to continue going down. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We have 1 minute and 50 seconds left on it. So let's make sure that all of our trades were above 70% today. I had a problem at the earlier on, and all of them are earlier on. A lot of my trades, not a lot of them, but I wouldn't look, and I would just be trading and getting some 60s and 50s, not making any money on those. Okay, so this one is about 1 minute left in it. GBP-CHF. Okay, we're starting to move in our favor. Okay. I'm not mad at it at all. Okay, good. Yeah, all right. We got some nice pumping right there. We got 30 seconds left. Yeah, I don't think it's going to retract on itself with that one. That's about good 12 to 13 pips. So we should be winning that one. 20 seconds left. 23 points. 20 points we're winning by. We'll just keep that up. Keep that nice pump up. 21 points. Now 13. Oh, well, now you see it. Now it's sucking it up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're at 2 points now. Really? Let's see what happened. What? It's like right back up on itself. It tried to get us. It really did try to get us. We ended up winning it though. We won about 2 points. That's crazy. I don't know about that one. But we won it. So I'm happy about that one. Let's see what this last one is. 2 minutes 19 USD JPY. We are losing it by 41 points. Goodness gracious. Let's see what went wrong. USD JPY. Okay. Yeah, this is a roof, and yeah, I'm surprised it's still up here. I really am. Did we give it 20 minutes? Did we give it 20 minutes? Let's see. Yeah, we gave it 20 minutes too. All right, so it broke through, and and we got a good price point, an excellent price point, above that line, and it started going back down, and it kind of tested this line. And then it gave us a good indicator of a downtrend. This candle right here is a good indicator of a downtrend. This upside down hammer, but then it was even a bigger hammer, bigger upside down hammer, which indicates down. It should be going down. So I would think it would be going down. Like those are big indicators of downtrend. That coupled with, it really not giving us an indicator that it broke out. There's really no indicator that it broke out yet, at least. I mean, if I had caught this area and like I had a primary trade to put in, I would put that primary trade that it would start going back down through this thing, you know. It did test here, it did test there, so I probably wouldn't. But I mean, it is an uptrend. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna lose this one. USD JPY. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna lose it. If I could have put another trade in though, I definitely would put down trade here, down, because it's not showing me a breakout yet. I mean, if this candle ends as a hammer candle though, that is a breakout sign. And there's 6 seconds left left in it. So yeah, that's a hammer candle. So that's enough of a hammer candle to indicate a reversal or a breakout. So at this time, it would be an official breakout. So, all right, well, that is it. Today was a good day. Won all of my primaries, I think. Let's see. One here. The next primary was here. Won that one. Next primary was there. Yeah, so I never lost a primary today, which is good. You know, it led for a good day. That means I did very good in selecting my what I wanted as my primary trade, and they all came through. You know, and they were all trades today were above 70%. So I'm happy about that. So it was good day. Secondary trades, I did well on secondary trades as well. You know, I mean, I was losing sparingly, um, but overall, I've only lost. Today was 5 trade. I lost 5 trades out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 trades. So 5 out of 19 is not bad. I mean, that's definitely a winning day. So I'm happy today. Let me go ahead and get my so figure out. So pretty much. So I want to keep 20% of 1,000 in here because that's what's supposed to be in here. I try to do 5% every day that I trade. I try to get to add 5% to the bankroll every day. So today would be 20%. Since 4 days ago was when I started with this $1,000. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. So 20% of 1,000 is $200. So I'm gonna keep $200 in here. The other $458 is gonna go into my my Forex account. Okay, and it'll go there. So let's just do that real quick. Transfer. We're gonna transfer from the real to the Forex. Okay. We're gonna transfer $458. Some cents, 25 cents. $458.25. We'll transfer it there. All right. Confirm transfer. Okay, it's done. All right, that keeps that there. So we have a successful day of making 5% of our bankroll there. And what else? We have that money in the Forex, so that's good. Let us look and make sure we're doing everything correct when it comes to the trading amounts. Start off with 1,000. We hit that $100 primary. Oh, yeah, that's just primary bet. That's what we're trading with. 20%. is what we are striving to go, our goal, which is $200, which we've made. Bankroll goal again is $1,200. We've hit that. We never saw our stop losses, so awesome. And we suffered zero prior losses for the day. That was awesome. Very good day. And I think that's about it, guys. I appreciate y'all staying with me. Hopefully this video is not too long. I know it's over an hour, probably over an hour and a half. But we got it done, and it was a good day for us. We just have to stay consistent with it. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday was a losing day for us, but we made it up with this day. And hopefully it just continues we can exponentially grow it moving forward. I don't know if tomorrow I'm gonna do 10%. I probably will though, but we'll find out tomorrow what I'm gonna end up doing. All right, I'll see you guys on the next video.